Okay.
Right after the age of truth, the revealing is the scab being pulled off, and then the healing can begin.
The world is going to crumble when they see this next arrest. In the meantime, there's going to be distractions and fires to hide evidence. Watch for it, ask questions, demand answers.
Now, this isn't just anybody's house that's burned down in the LA fires. This is P. Diddy's house that's burned. Oh, and there was supposed to be an investigation in 2 days' time.
At 4:32 p.m., we received a 911 call that a suspect was attempting to light a fire in the community of Woodland Hills and was being detained by residents. Officers from LAPD's Topanga area responded and took that suspect into custody.
Oh, God! Katt Williams just dropped another bombshell, and this time it's about Diddy's criminal case having possible connections to those devastating California fires. I know. It sounds absolutely wild, but trust me, the evidence floating around is seriously disturbing. Let me paint you a picture of what's been happening in California lately. These massive wildfires have been absolutely devastating. We're talking entire neighborhoods completely wiped off the map. More than 20 precious lives lost, and tens of thousands of people forced to leave their homes behind. The damage to wildlife and pets is just heartbreaking, and we're looking at billions in damages. Now, here's where things get really interesting. While investigators haven't officially pointed fingers at anyone for starting these fires, social media is absolutely buzzing with theories. And the one that's getting everyone talking? It suggests that some Hollywood bigwigs might be using these fires to destroy evidence linking them to the Diddy and Jay-Z lawsuits. Can you believe it?
The worldwide government is way smarter than we give them credit for, because they have us believing they don't do nothing. But the truth is, like there's no such thing as the government is in bed with the internet. No, the internet is a government installation.
My heart is absolutely breaking over what's happening in Los Angeles right now. These wildfires have been absolutely merciless, claiming 24 lives and destroying over 12,000 properties in just 1 week. It's just devastating. But hold on to your seats, because this is where things take a wild turn. The internet is absolutely exploding with theories about what's really behind these fires. Now, while some of these theories are completely out there, others, well, they'll make you question everything you thought you knew. Get this. People are saying that Hollywood and political elites deliberately set these fires to cover up evidence before Diddy's trial in May. And it's not just random internet gossip. Even Catherine Austin Fitts, who used to be a big deal in the government under George H.W. Bush, is raising eyebrows about this whole situation. She's noticed something super suspicious about which celebrity homes survived and which ones didn't.
But I want to see, what I usually look at in situations like this is I look at the patterns of who got wiped out and how. And, one of the first questions, I'll be honest, that I'm going to look at when I look at some of the communities involved is how many of the homeowners were on the P. Diddy list.
Now, let me spill the tea about this infamous Diddy list that Fitz mentioned. Ever since Homeland Security stormed Diddy's places in LA and Miami back in March 2024, this list has been the talk of the town. While nothing's been officially confirmed, rumor has it that this list connects some major A-listers to some seriously questionable behavior at Diddy's freak-off parties. We're talking huge names here: Jay-Z, Beyonce, J-Lo, Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah, Ashton Kutcher, Leonardo DiCaprio, and even some political figures.
Greg.
Oprah. J-Lo. A-Rod. Will Smith. Alicia Keys. That's pretty hit. Black King God, dude. Justin Bieber. Kevin Hart. Mark Wahlberg. Snoop. DJ Khaled. Swiss Beats. Kelly Rowland. Chris Brown. Maluma. Sheree. Sierra. Janelle Monáe. Yeah, that's my sis right there. Lizzo. Megan Thee Stallion. J Balvin. Naomi Campbell. That's your auntie. Usher. Demi Lovato. Shaq and his whole family.
Shaq and his whole family.
Tracy Ellis Ross.
Tracy Ellis Ross.
Little Uzi Vert.
Little Uzi Vert.
Sway Lee.
Sway Lee.
Rick Ross.
Rick Ross.
Julian Huff.
Julian Huff.
Diplo.
Diplo.
E-Nice.
E-Nice.
Drea.
Drea.
Myrna Boy.
Myrna Boy.
The show's third singer. Nicole Scherzinger. Nicole from the Pussycat Dolls. Say Nicole.
Oh.
From the Pussycat Dolls.
Cat dog.
That's right. Paris Goldman.
Paris Goldman.
Cara Delevingne. Winnie Harlow. Prince Montana. And a bunch of big surprises that I can't tell you. Because they're so big, sometimes they get busy and they forget that they committed to answering the phone and it's Easter.
But wait, it gets even juicier. Catherine Austin Fitts didn't just stop there. She's suggesting these fires might have been set on purpose to cover up some truly horrific crimes against vulnerable people. She brought up this shocking case from 1988, the Franklin cover-up, where some big-shot Nebraska politicians and business people were accused of being involved in something absolutely terrible.
Story to tell that I'd like to tell. I have a wonderful subscriber who's been a subscriber for many years, Polly, and for the first time in his life, he read the Franklin cover-up last week. And I spoke to him last weekend, and he said, you know, I keep hearing you. He said, you get frustrated because people don't understand the importance of financial transaction freedom to their lives. And I hear you keep telling people who say, well, I don't have many assets, and if they take my assets, I don't care. And I hear you telling people, wait a minute, they can take your children. They can mandate health treatments to your children, and they can literally take your treatment. And he said, you need to understand that even though I've been a subscriber for 10 years, I didn't understand what you were saying. And he said, I don't think most people understand what you're saying. But I read the Franklin cover-up, which is one of the best, highly documented cases of a pedophilia ring in America. And he said, now I understand what you mean. Now I understand what you mean when you say they'll take your children, and what that really means, and why financial transaction freedom is so very important to me and to you, because we cannot allow that to happen. So he said, you know, this is the first time that it really got to be personal. It really touched me in an intimate and visceral way. And, you know, and I've seen dreadful things done in the interest of covering up rings. And this is likely to include, you know, whenever you do an operation this big, you stack functions. So there's a lot of stacking functions going on, but it wouldn't surprise me if is one of those functions that's getting stacked here.
And just when you thought this couldn't get any more shocking, some old comments from one of Diddy's accusers, Allie Carter, are making waves again. Last year, she warned her followers on social media to keep their eyes peeled because fires or explosions might be used to cover up alleged crimes by Hollywood and political elites.
A third arrest that is coming. There's 2 that's already down. The world is going to crumble when they see this next arrest. In the meantime, there's going to be deaths, distractions, and fires to hide evidence. Watch for it, ask questions, demand answers. Watch for those fires. Explosions make fires too. Explosions make accidental fires too. And then, oops, we don't know how that happened. And then you look into it and you see that it's tied to something that's tied to something that's tied to something that's tied to trafficking. And then you realize, oh, it wasn't just an explosion or a fire. It wasn't an accident.
Now Allie's back in the spotlight, basically saying, I told you so. She's adamant that there's nothing accidental about all these celebrity homes going up in flames right when Diddy's alleged accomplices are being named in lawsuits.
He's burning, is it? Because didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I tell y'all there will be an accidental explosion? Accidental fire? And the next thing you know, celebrities' homes would be on fire. Things would be on fire. I pray for the people in its path, but I also pray that it exposes the things that it needs to expose.
Here's something that'll send chills down your spine. Remember how Allie Carter specifically mentioned explosions in her videos? Well, just a few days ago, during a live report in Pacific Palisades, several mysterious explosions were caught on camera as the Los Angeles fires continued to spread.
It is still an inferno out here. You can see just how strong the flames. Oh, whoa, and you heard that explosion there. This is the back of a home here, trees up in flames at the moment. The flames spreading to the home here again, the 800 block of Radcliffe Avenue. Of course, we want to keep our distance, but we're hearing some bangs going on. We obviously don't know what's exploding.
But that's not all. Another video went viral showing what looks like a massive explosion in Pasadena, California, which then erupted into flames. The timing is just, I mean, come on. But hold on to your seats because this next part is absolutely wild. Some fans are pointing to what they believe is a coded message from Diddy himself. During what's supposedly a leaked jail call with his son, Diddy reportedly told him to get rid of the pizza boxes. And people are convinced this was code for destroying evidence.
What up? Yo, listen. Do not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes. Okay. Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. Yeah.
The plot thickens as more and more social media users are speaking out, supporting this theory that the fires were deliberately set to hide evidence connecting A-list celebrities to some seriously dark activities.
Betcha didn't see this.
Tonight, the man who terrorized people at a crowded D.C. pizza shop back in 2016 has died. Edgar Madison Welch was shot and killed Monday by police in Kannapolis, North Carolina, after he pulled out a gun during a traffic stop. 8 years ago, the so-called Pizzagate gunman entered Comet Ping Pong in Northwest with a revolver and rifle. He was searching for a non-existent child ring, which he learned about from a right-wing conspiracy website. Welch was sentenced to prison and released back in 2021.
This happened 2 hours ago, or it was reported 2 hours ago. Let's break this video down a little bit.
8 years ago, the so-called Pizzagate gunman entered Comet Ping Pong in Northwest with a revolver and rifle. He was searching for a non-existent child ring.
Interesting that they just had to include those words, a non-existent child ring. Why? Why not just say he was searching for a child ring?
He learned about from a right-wing conspiracy website.
And of course, he just had to add that too, right? Of course, he learned about it from a right-wing conspiracy website. Duh. So let me get this straight. Just as all of Hollywood, basically all of Hollywood, burns to the ground, the conspiracy theory that is most associated with Hollywood and elites and celebrities pops up again out of nowhere because the person who allegedly went in looking for it, and by the way, didn't shoot anybody, he shot at the ground and then walked out and turned himself in. That person is shot and killed. It is pretty coincidental that this is right around the time where the Diddy stuff started coming out, Jay-Z, we still don't have any clue who's on the Epstein client list. All this stuff that seems to be happening, that seems to be exposing a lot of what we've been talking about for the last, who knows, freaking 8 years now. Just kind of weird that all of Hollywood burns to the ground right as all this stuff is starting to be exposed.
And it's not just random people on the internet raising eyebrows about these fires. Even celebrities are suggesting something feels off. Chris Brown didn't hold back, posting on his Instagram story, "Someone starting these fires is don't add up." Other stars like Henry Winkler and Days of Our Lives' Allison Sweeney are also saying an arsonist might be behind this. Dancing with the Stars' pro PETA Murgatroyd shared something absolutely chilling. A screenshot from X warning about 5 men in ski masks going around starting fires in Los Angeles. And get this, even Andrew Huberman, the famous podcaster and neuroscientist, shared a post showing people suspiciously close to what looked like a freshly started fire in Santa Monica. Now, I know this might sound like conspiracy theory territory, but when you look at the details, well, they're pretty hard to ignore. People have noticed these fires behaving really strangely, just like during the 2018 Malibu fire when some celebrity homes were completely destroyed while houses right next door barely got a scratch. The timing is what's really getting people talking. These fires seem to pop up right when major Hollywood scandals hit the headlines, like the Harvey Weinstein case in 2018 with the Malibu fire, and now all this drama with Diddy and his celebrity friends. Coincidence? I'm not so sure, but wait, there's more. Some people are saying technology might be playing a role in all this. They're pointing fingers at smart meters and their lithium batteries as potential fire starters. And then there's this absolutely wild development about underground tunnels that Ali Carter mentioned. Apparently, some have collapsed in planned explosions. Someone on X shared a video from a press conference where firefighters discovered an underground lithium battery storage facility. According to the post, these aren't just any tunnels. There's something much bigger going on here, and the air around them is supposedly so toxic that no one's allowed near them.
Call me a conspiracy theorist, but there is no way that 8 different fires starting within a period of 48 hours in LA is due to climate change. You want to tell me that insurance companies canceling people's policies in these areas over the past few months, officials cutting firefighting funding, emptying water reservoirs, and being more concerned about sending aid to another country is just coincidence? Okay.
And here's another shocking angle. Some people are suggesting this might all be part of a massive land grab, similar to what happened with the 2023 Maui wildfires. The theory is that these fires are being used to force original homeowners out, knowing insurance companies can't possibly cover these multi-million-dollar properties. Then investors swoop in, buy the land for pennies on the dollar, and build apartments while conveniently blaming it all on climate change. The more you look into it, the more it seems like these aren't just random disasters. People are noticing specific neighborhoods being targeted while others remain untouched. And it's really making you wonder if there's some kind of cover-up happening here. And now, sources close to Katt Williams are dropping another bombshell. Apparently, Katt predicted something like this would happen before the fires even started. He allegedly told his inner circle that a major disaster would strike to destroy evidence before more big names got connected to the Diddy scandal. But according to Katt, this goes way beyond Diddy. He reportedly believes there are some seriously powerful people pulling the strings behind the scenes, people with way more influence than Diddy who are desperate to keep anyone from digging too deep into those trafficking ring allegations that Ali Carter has been warning about. So what do you think? Are these LA fires really connected to the Diddy scandal, or is this all just wild speculation? Could Ali and Katt's predictions about the fires being a deliberate move to destroy evidence actually be on to something? There's definitely something strange going on here, and I can't help but wonder what other secrets might come to light.